Hi, it's Stu, and I'm here to report that I failed at every aspect of the restrictions and challenge that I gave myself in this book haul, but I am still winning in life. So first, I said I was going to just bring a $20 bill and limit myself to whatever I could buy for that, and then I decided, no, there's some nice hardbacks, and the price of the hardbacks at this place are $4. Then I'm just gonna limit myself to 10 books because that's a pretty doable amount of books. It's just a little over a week of reading for me. At the pace I'm going now, which is more than 5 books a week, it's more like 7. And then then I had some kind of like, I'm gonna be really deliberate about finding certain kinds of authors. And then I didn't do any of that. So the only limitation I gave myself was what would fit in my tote, and I filled it completely up. And I wanted to keep going, but I said no, enough is enough. And it started to get really busy, which makes me happy for them. Also makes me happy that this is the Friends of the Public Library charity shop. So I appreciate that my money is going to something I believe in wholeheartedly. And then again, as I say many times or often, all of these books get either given to friends or put back in the little free library system. So I feel good about that. So let's get started. This is a big haul, so I'm not gonna do a whole lot of reading covers or anything. I'll wait for that for ensuing TBRs. I'll just speak a little bit about what I might know about the book or why it attracted me, and then move on to the next book. So the first book, just in no order, just how they're stacked into this tote, is Geraldine Brooks, and it is People of the Book. I don't know anything about this book. The cover was incredibly compelling, as well as the title. It gave me really good vibes. I think that just from the little snippet in the back, it says Hannah Heath is an Australian rare book expert. So this setting at least is Australian, maybe even the author, and I've not had good luck with Australian books. So I'm looking forward to this one. If it is indeed that, the last one I thought wasn't. It was from Alabama, not Australia. But if it is indeed that, I'm looking for this to break my sort of not great Australian book streak. This is 2008. The next book is What is What? And it is by Dave Eggers. And when I opened the cover, I could see a map of Sudan, Ethiopia, Kenya, so East Africa. And I read just a little tiny bit on the back, and this is about the Lost Boys. I currently have someone in my life who that is their life story, and they were able to tell me some of it. So everyone's individual stories are unique, but the pain in which starting to tell some of this story to me was very noted. And so I felt like this book fell into my lap so that I can really further understand a lot of the nuances. The next book is this, Never Let Me Go, by Kazuo Ishiguro. We know this is a well-esteemed author, and I believe I have read a few by this author, but not this one, and I am really incredibly excited for this little book. I keep seeing this pop up in book vlogs that I kind of watch passively, and also in just some book talks. So I spoke with the volunteers a lot about each of these books, or many of these books, when I was at the book pop-up. And one really liked this book. She said it took her a moment to get into the reading style, but when she did, she found it fun. And I said, fun works for me. I like fun. I need fun books every once in a while, right? Especially after something as deep as Probably What Is the What. So Where Did You Go, Bernadette by Maria Semple. Oh yeah, this is the find of the find. Can you believe that I have never read any Octavia E. Butler? And I can't. And this will be then my inaugural Octavia E. Butler. It comes with a bookmark from the ACLU, and it is The Parable of the Sower. So excited. This one, yeah, this one likely could bump whatever is coming next in my next TBR, which I've already actually released that video. This is Say You're One of Them, and it is a Nigerian author, so the other side of Africa. Uwem Akpan, sorry for the mispronunciation of the name if I did that. It was an Oprah Book Club selection in 2009, so yeah, excited to read some west side of Africa as well. This author, I've read a couple of books, although I never read, I think he's most known for The English Patient. I don't believe that I read that. I read Anil's Ghost, yep, and liked it. So this one is Diversadero, and Ondanche. I don't know how to say Michael's last name. I apologize. Anyway, absolutely author I'm familiar with and excited to read another book by him. And that sums up the paperbacks. Now we are going into the hardbacks. Oh, lies. One more paperback. And that's Han Pamuk, who I was really excited. I was hoping, actually, on the list of authors that I was really in my wish list to find was Alicia Falk, but I'll settle for Orhan Pamuk. Yeah, Turkish Nobel Prize winner. Super excited. I read his memoir while in Turkey, and I haven't read any of his fiction, so excited for the fiction as well. I really like the memoir. Memoirs aren't really my style, and I struggle to stay in it. This is the book that it was a cover that kind of called to me, and the title as well. So this is another book and title. I don't know anything about this author, so cover and title, Among 10,000 Things, Julia Pierpont, and I don't know anything about this book. I kind of have my suspicions around Among the 10,000 Things, but it's a 2015, and Julia Pierpont is a graduate of the NYU Creative Writing Program, and she got a grant to write this book. And I'm excited about that kind of a book. I usually really enjoy them. This, familiar with this author, haven't read anything by him to the best of my knowledge, and yeah, it's a beautiful cover as well, The Sea of Poppies. So let me see, when's the, sorry, I got my meandering into the page, I was looking at all of the other books that he had written and seeing if any of them stuck out to me as something that I can confirm I've read. And 2008, another 2008. Next. Oh yeah, I just loved The Reader so much. So Bernhard Schlink is just an author I know that I'm going to like. This will be my second book by him in this short time. The Reader was something that I read a couple of months ago. So yeah, I was excited. This is a really, if you look at the condition of all of these books, they are like new. So I'm getting beautiful additions and new conditions for $4 for these hardbacks. The next one is Disappearance in Fiji. And I suspect that this is kind of a mystery, but the setting is Fiji. And Nilma Rao, I don't know anything about them. Is a Fijian Indian Australian. Okay. All right. Already, a lot of anticipation for this book. I thought, I don't need any more mysteries. And then I thought, no, I need to have Fiji as one of my settings, and I need to have a Fijian author. This one is Zadie Smith Swing Time. It's definitely a library edition, and it's a thick book. This was the first book I picked up, actually. It's the first one I decided on, and there were a couple things like, oh, I don't really know this author. This is a big book. Yet, I felt incredibly compelled toward this book. So when I decide what TBR this will be on, I'll make sure to read up some more about both this author and this book to figure out if there's any little mystery or secret that I was compelled to without really knowing why. And then the final one is kind of a trending book. It's a Celebrity Book Club book, so there's two in here, one Oprah and one Reese's. It's a book that I discussed with one of the volunteers who said it's, quotation, a wonderful story. And I like wonderful stories. So it's Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens. And that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 new books. So technically, if I were reading these if I were to forego, there we go, the TBRs I have planned for the next 2 weeks and just read these, it would be 2 weeks of reading at the pace I'm reading now. So it feels like a lot, but not really. And also, there's a lot of books in here that I'm legitimately excited about. There were only a couple like experimental. Everything else I was like, yes, this is a book I really want to read it. And I have a break from work coming up for about 10 days. So I think that I'll not have to do a TBR like to get myself excited during those 10 days. And I will just pull whatever's calling to me off the shelf and read it as such. That being said, I might take a little trip, nothing organized so it won't be far, but I might take a little trip, in which case mostly it would look like these paperbacks would be coming with me, and also maybe disregarding any need for a challenge to keep me enthralled, because these are all books that I'm super excited about. So thanks for hanging with me for this mega haul.